Hey, I'm Debra Costu. I'm glad to see you. As we age, we are constantly fighting to be heard. Isn't that crazy? A lady once said to me during a presentation about elder respect, she said, "Just because I'm 80 doesn't mean I suddenly became stupid." She feels that others view her as stupid simply because of her age. Seniors often, and I mean often, feel powerless. I know this because I ask, and they tell me, even if it's just with a bashful nod. Disgusting. People in general don't really know how to communicate effectively. But when it comes to having conversations with people who are aging or have Alzheimer's or dementia and are feeling like they aren't being listened to, the communication is even worse. It's important to uphold their dignity. Have a discussion, not a one-sided opinion. When you're having a dialogue with a person with dementia, is it a conversation or is it your opinion? Think about it. Help them to maintain a sense of control by guiding the conversation in a positive way. Actually tell them that you're listening to them. What? Is it really that easy? Yeah, it is. But you have to be sincere. Tell them that you hear them and that their voice matters. I know sometimes it's hard. I made these mistakes with my own mom, and I teach this stuff. It takes discipline and it takes practice. So don't beat yourself up, but look back and recognize the mistakes and correct them going forward. Today, I'm going to give you 5 tips to improve your communication skill set that will help keep exchanges positive, creating solutions and outcomes rather than negative conversations resulting in arguments and hurt feelings. No one wants that. Families confide in me daily that they argue with mom and dad, that they try to help, and that they just end up fighting. I will ask them to tell me how the conversation went, and I can almost immediately tell them when the moment of impact was for mom. Let's avoid those explosive exchanges as much as possible. Yes? Yes. Okay, so let's make sure you're clear. These techniques will help with seniors in general and communication with those with cognitive disabilities. Guaranteed. Here are 5 key points to keep in mind when communicating with people of advanced age. Number 1, acknowledge and realize the enormous loss this person is experiencing. I already mentioned to you, seniors most often feel that they're not being listened to. Make sure you tell them that you will listen to them. Tell them that you want them to be involved in their own decisions and that you care very deeply. Let them know that you are coming from a place of love. Let's face it, the older we get, the more we lose. The losses just keep smacking us down. Friends pass away, we become isolated and lonely. Perhaps our spouse passes away. We're pressured to move from our home that has provided us with a sense of comfort for decades. We're in pain. We can't do everything that we used to do with ease. Every day presents with new challenges. Maybe we can't drive anymore. It's a lot, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So take a moment and think about all that they have lost and really, what do they have to look forward to? Number 2, let it go. If it's not a safety issue or a health issue, just let it go. Don't be so controlling. Don't be so picky. It's not worth getting into a huge blowout over it. If mom wants ice cream for dinner, so what? Unless, of course, she's a diabetic. Mom and dad like to sleep in until 11 a.m. Let it go. They got up for work and took care of their kids and families for what, 30, 40 years? They paid their dues. Let them sleep in. Unless they're sleeping all the time and they're falling down because their bodies aren't moving enough and disintegrating, let it go. If dad likes to sleep in his recliner instead of his bed, is that really something that must be addressed, or can we just forget it? Let it go. Remember, seniors feel that they are not in control anymore. Give them back their power. Okay, here comes tip number 3. I know this one seems obvious, I know, but it's probably the hardest to put into practice. Number 3, be patient. Just slow the hell down. We're all so busy. There's never enough time. We hurry, 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 but when we push our stressed, busy, hurrying lifestyle on our parents, it just manifests the problem and affects our communication with them. It really does. First and foremost, realize that important or more serious conversations and discussions may take several attempts over several visits. Lower the expectations. Lower. Seniors slow down physically, socially, and mentally. So pump the brakes. Put the flashers on and proceed with caution. Give them time to process what's being said. Ask them what they think about it. What is their opinion? Tell them you are listening. Remember that? Ask them how they are feeling. Never, ever interrupt them. This drives me crazy. Stop interrupting them. If you do that, recognize it and stop it. I see families, usually the sons or the daughters, interrupt mom or dad over and over and over. It sends me into oblivion. And if you do cut them off, apologize. Let them speak. Let them finish a sentence. How would you feel if every time you started to speak, someone spoke for you or finished your thought or cut you off? That's where the anger comes from. It's not them, it's you. Simply ask how you can help rather than telling them you're there to help. Because they're going to come right back with, I don't need your help, right? I have some great role-playing videos on my website and also on YouTube that you can check out. Tip number 4, avoid ultimatums. Ultimatums are demanding and threatening. This type of aggressive communication usually doesn't work and will likely backfire. Now, I'm not saying that in desperate situations or safety issues, this actually may be a last resort. But for this particular training, we're avoiding ultimatums at all costs. Pushing limits are not likely to come off as positive. You must also refrain from using the dreaded, I told you so. Mom, I told you you'd fall if you didn't use your walker. That's not helpful. It just points blame and it solves nothing. Instead, try this. Is there any particular reason why you weren't using your walker? I'd like to help find a solution to prevent another fall and keep you at home. Is that what you want? You want to stay at home, right? Wow, what a difference, right? Dang. That last one, that came from love. Can you hear the love in that statement? So, Mom, how can we make using the walker easier for you? Do you have any ideas? Do you see how you're including her? See how you're asking for her opinion? I can see the light bulb going off in your head. Now, don't forget to comment below for me. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Tip number 5, reassure them. As we age, we slow down, but things around us are happening so fast. In the blink of an eye, our entire life can change and be turned upside down. It's a scary thought. Think about the thought of every trip to the emergency room may result in never coming home again. That's terrifying. It's a constant battle in the brain thinking, what's next for me? They may not show it, but they're scared. They're not as confident as they may appear. Here's where you come in. You reassure them. Let them know that they're doing great. Let them keep doing what they can. It's important to maintain independence and a sense of self-worth. Tell them they're doing a great job. Reassure them that you'll do whatever is in your power to support them. Tell them that you want them to be honest with you about their needs so that you can tackle those things together rather than have it turn into a bigger problem that results in a loss of independence. Again, that statement came from love. Let them know that no problem is too big when we work together as a team. Again, they want to be heard. Everyone needs to be validated. Everyone needs to know that they're doing okay. Let them know that you understand that they are doing their best and that you're here for them. Compliment them often. Tell them that you see them as a strong, determined, intelligent person. Create an environment of respect. Let the person know that you have their back. By building their self-confidence, you boost their mood, help with motivation, give them a sense of pride, and stimulate their overall well-being. Some simple general reassurance can go a very long way. So there you have it. There are your 5 tips for better, more effective communication with seniors. Give them their power back. Improving communication skills is just that. It's a skill, and it takes practice. But you can do it. I know you can, and I'm here to support you. Comment below about your conversations or arguments that have not been working, and I'll give you even more tips. I'm here for you. Remember, just 5 tips. Acknowledge their emotions. Let it go. Be patient. Avoid ultimatums. And reassure them. How did I end up with 6 fingers? I have no idea. Let them talk. Listen to them. Give them their power back. Okay, my friend. I hope you learned a lot today. You got this. Together we can. Hey, did you like that? Did you learn something new today? Be sure that you hit the like and subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that little notification bell, because if you do that, then you'll get a little ding when there's a new video out.